Welcome to Rallyslide, a channel dedicated to the WRC. I'm Gal, a longtime fan of the sport, and today we will review the teams and lineups for 2023. And today we will talk about Hyundai. Hyundai are coming to 2023 with new hopes, as they decided last year already to put the effort of developing their car to this season. Although last year started terribly for them, with a lot of problems with the pace of the car, it ended in a much better way, winning 4 of the last 6 rallies over the season, and they have appeared to improve a lot as the season progressed. However, it was Ott Tanak, who moved to M Sport for this year, who did the job for them mainly, extracting a lot more than what the car was capable of, and it remains to be seen whether the other drivers will be able to do the same. The first of these drivers is Thierry Neuville. Thierry had been a title contender in the past, and is one of the fastest drivers in the sport. However, Neuville always appears to make some silly mistakes, like the one in Belgium last year leading comfortably, and there are rallies where he is simply off the pace of the other drivers, like in Finland and New Zealand a year ago, and this will have to finally be fixed for him. Neuville is in the WRC for more than a decade now, and these have been his main problems his entire career. He is now the leading driver in the team, and his number one status in the team will no longer be threatened by anyone, as Tanak left to M Sport. Will he finally manage to do what he failed for a decade? It's hard to see it happening, but it's not out of the picture. The second driver, and the only driver apart from Neuville who will drive all the rallies for the team, is Esapekka Lappi, who moved from Toyota to get a full season for himself. Lappi returned to the championship last year part-time, after barely competing in 2021, and after the back of 2 bad years in Citroën and M Sport, where he had little to no success. Lappi for the first time since 2020 will drive a full season, and will hope to have good pace again. He showed last year some pace, leading at some rallies, and also being on the podium in a few. His job at Hyundai will probably be to bring podiums and help Neuville, who is expected to fight for the title. However, he also had some bad crashes, like in Sardinia when he retired from the lead, and in Finland. Although the second one didn't end in retirement, and he even finished on the podium, it wasn't supposed to happen, as he had no pressure from behind. Lappi will mainly have to improve his consistency. His speed is still there, as he showed a few times, but he will have to finish the rallies. If that will be done, he will have a place secured in the sport for a few more years. Maybe he will also be able to fight for wins. Time will tell, but for the moment, he will better focus on doing his job as the second driver of the team. It also remains to be seen how quickly he will adapt to the new car. The third car is a bit of a mystery decision by Hyundai. Oliver Solberg, who competed in it last year, along with Dani Sordo, was sacked by the team and will drive the Skoda Fabia Rally 2 in the WRC2 category. Instead, Craig Breen, who comes back to the team after a torrid season with M Sport last year, will share it with Dani Sordo, who will compete at the first event in Monte Carlo. The decision to bring back Breen, despite the torrid season he had last year with M Sport, makes sense, as he brought a lot of podiums on a similar program in 2020 and 2021, and as he also showed good pace with the Puma last year. It looks likely that without the pressure of being the number one driver of the team, he will be able to perform well. However, it will probably prevent him from fighting for the win, as he will have to aid Neuville in the case of the latter being in the title fight, something he is surely aware of, but will not like it at all when it will happen. About Sordo, it's the main mystery. Sordo had 3 podiums last year, showing good consistency, and bringing valuable points for the team, not making any mistakes. However, he was off the pace of the other drivers by far, even when starting further back on gravel rallies, and in Spain at his home rally, it took him the entire rally to find a rhythm. Sordo will be 40 in May, and it raises the question if there aren't better younger drivers to bring who will also be consistent enough and may also be able to fight for the top positions. However, Sordo, who actually planned to retire at the end of last year, also has a positive side. Despite being quite often off the pace, he always brings the car home, and maybe Hyundai wanted to take a safety-first approach and have a driver who will bring them points at any cost. However, one of Hyundai's biggest problems is the mess inside the team. Since Andrea Adamo's departure from Hyundai at the end of 2021, There had been a mess with the team's management. Julien Moncey was the team director and powertrain manager, and brought the success over the second half of last year might have helped the team, but it was still clear that a real manager was missing. Their management issues may well have led to some of their trouble at the start of 2022. Cyril Abitboul, the former manager of the Renault F1 team, will be their team manager this year. Although this issue had been fixed, it is yet to be seen what kind of job Abitboul can do, who, although experienced in F1, does not have any experience with the rally world. Will he lead Hyundai to fight for the title properly again? On the 19th of January, we will find out in Monte Carlo. Like and subscribe for upcoming content, as we will review the last team in the championship, M Sport Ford. Stay tuned, and goodbye.